But y'all, I've been very, very, energized and very ecstatic about this episode so far. And I just told the boys that this, we had to pause the show for a minute. I told the boys it's a great episode. But now I'm about to get mad because we're talking about the bets for week 15, and week 14 was the absolute worst week of my life. It was, and we told you that the week before that we went 3-6, right? No, yeah, 3-6 the week before that, right? We said we can only go up from here. Went 4-5. Okay, so we got a game better, right? So we did go up. But let's just talk about it for a second. All right. So Rell went 1-2, 28-14 on the year. Jahmyr Gibbs hit. Lamar did not hit. The Chiefs lost. Right. Jerrick, the only bright spot, went 3-0. Right. 25-17 on the year. Rell, he coming. Rell, he coming.
Hey,
25-17.
that boy carried us, man.
Josh Allen, got it. Shador Sanders, got it. Rams, got it. Then me, I went 0-3, guys. 0-3. I didn't hit one bet. Okay, the Brees Hall did not hit because the Dolphins blew him out, and that kind of hurt. What you laughing at?
It's the way you said I did not hit one bet.
And I hit one, dude. Brees Hall, because the game, the Dolphins went up, so it kind of went out of my favor. Chase Brown, even Jerrick said, "What were you thinking?" I don't know what I was thinking. All right, and then the Eagles, they lost on Monday Night Football, so. And they lost, Jay Hurts interception in overtime. So, I mean, it's just a bad week, guys. 20-22 on the year. I've officially fallen below 500. It is officially panic mode for Bess because the goal is to stay above 500. I'm below 500. Last week, I said I was kissing it. I was looking at it in the face, and now I'm literally under 500. All right, but it's a new week. What Kirk Franklin say? Today's a new day.
Today's a new day.
Facts. So, today's a new week.
So we're gonna smile.
We're gonna smile. Facts.
We're gonna smile and make these bets for y'all.
So let's get it. Rell, start us off nice. Let's get back into, winning is what we're used to. Let's get back to it. Rell, what you got?
Facts. Let's get to it. Hey, last 2 weeks, I don't know, man. I guess the football players with their families, I guess, overly chilling, I guess. But we finna get right this week, man. We did a whole bunch of homework on this. Man, we got this, all right? So the first player prop is Derrick Henry over 89.5 rushing yards against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals have the worst defense in the league, the absolute worst defense in the league, and that showed last week, and it's been showing all year. Like if you go look at their statistical stats, they're literally 32nd every single stat. Team's been running the ball all over them. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson, I'm gonna keep it 100. Lamar Jackson has been playing that good. He's been playing average at best, absolute. But the Ravens got to get back to running the ball, downhill, and we saw that a lot better last week. And if they were able to run the ball against a really, really stout Pittsburgh defense, they're going to run the ball all over a Bengals defense that they weren't able to get nothing going a couple weeks ago. So I'm telling you guys, go ahead and lock that. Then moving on to my next prop, we're going to go with Joe Burrow over 37 pass attempts. Joe Burrow smashed his line the last time they played. This time, Joe Burrow's going to be playing from behind. They won't even have a chance to run the ball through. It's gonna be gun from the first play. And this Ravens defense just got absolutely shredded last week. And they cannot let it happen this week, especially on the ground. Especially on the ground. Joe Burrow's going to have to put the ball in the air. And who kills the Ravens the most? Jerrick and Jalen. Uno. You got to get the ball to Uno. Got to put the ball in the air to do that. So go ahead, smash Joe Burrow's over 37 pass attempts. Now moving over to my money line lock on the week, I am locking the Carolina Panthers. It is an absolute lock. I don't know if you guys remember a couple weeks, go back to week 7. The Saints beat the Panthers on Tyler Show's first career start. Yes, sir. It was a really, really good win. And it was coming off a stretch where the Panthers looked really, really good. Like they upset a couple teams, and the Saints were definitely not supposed to win that game. This is the split right here. The Panthers are going to split this game right here, and they are going to try and strive to make the playoffs. Okay, this is an absolute must-win game for the Panthers. They're about to go into a must-win territory game with the Bucs. They have the tiebreaker right now, and they got to play the Bucs 2 more times. So in order to get to the Bucs, you got to beat the Saints right here. The Saints are coming off a win last week, guys. They're coming off a win last week. We are tanking. The Saints are tanking. If they were to win again, Right now, the Saints are have the 5th pick. If they were to win again, they would shoot up to 10, possibly 11. And they do not want to do that, okay? I'm telling you guys, go ahead and lock the Panthers. If you're trying to make some extra money, the line is only at 200, okay? Go make some extra money. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Come on.
All right. That sounds good. Jerrick, keep it going, man. You've been hot. Keep it going.
All right, so that boy Rell love that Ravens Bengals game. That boy gonna be watching that game extra hard.
Man, but, locking the Ravens.
So, I'm gonna actually go with this guy's his boy, his quarterback who's been playing terrible lately. I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts over 202.5 passing yards. I get it. He's been playing terrible. He's been playing absolutely garbage lately, like bottom of the barrel.
Hey.
Bad, like gum on the bottom of my shoes. Bad. My bad. That's on me. My bad. That's on me. I got a little carried away with that one. That's on me.
Let me get back relax. You good?
Yeah, he has been playing bad football, and we all know that. But in the past 3 games that he's been playing bad football, he's hit this line of 202 passing yards like easily. The 2 times that he missed in the past 5 games was against Green Bay and against Detroit, which those are just like ugly games, very, very ugly games. He's going against this Las Vegas Raiders team who in their, this is week 15, so they've played 14 games. In their 14 games, only 2 quarterbacks have not hit this line. And those are 2 divisional opponent quarterbacks, which we know Rell loves to say anything can happen in a division game. Division games are tricky. So the 12 other games, every single quarterback has hit this line. So I'm very, very confident that Jalen Hurts is going to hit this line. And on top of that, y'all might say, but this is going to be an ugly game. They're going to just run the ball all day because they're going to go up big. This team can't run the football. They can't. Against good teams or bad teams, they can't run the football. Has Saquon Barkley had a game of over 100 yards yet?
Yeah, last week.
Last week? Oh, yeah, against the Chargers. That would make sense because that big run. But before that?
That in the Giants game.
That's the Giants game. Saquon Barkley's had 2 games.
I think that's it.
100 yards. That's it. And I'm pretty sure they've played teams with bad rushing defenses. Yeah. So I'm very confident in Jalen Hurts 202 passing yards. Let's go ahead and smash that one right there. And then we're going to go under Breece Hall under 68.5 rushing yards. Breece Hall, this is a guy we know that they look to give him the ball a lot. He's a guy of production. Like he's going to get his carries, but recently he has not been productive at all. He really hasn't. He in his last 5 games, I want to say, I don't even think he's hit his line, being quite honestly. In his last 5 games, Breece Hall he's been looking pretty bad. And they're going against a Jaguars defense who is the best run defense in the league. People said that before this past week against the Colts. People were telling me, this is the best run defense in the league. Jonathan Taylor's not going to be able to do much. Now, granted, J.O. Jones did get hurt, so, of course, they keyed on Jonathan Taylor even more. But that run defense looked pretty good against Jonathan Taylor. I know they're going to look pretty good against Breece Hall. I don't think his Jets offense will be able to be productive at all, and especially not in the ground game. So we're going to take Breece Hall under 68.5 rushing yards. And then for my money line, I'm going to go with the lock. I'm going to go with the layup. We all know this. I'm going to go with the Texans money line. The Texans are playing a Cardinals team. They're playing Jacoby Brissett. I am honestly scared for Jacoby Brissett. I think this game might take some years off his career. This is going to be a very brutal game for Jacoby Brissett, and I think the Texans will get this win comfortably. So I have the Texans money line.
All right, man. Look, man, I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven. It's like a shower. And guess what I did? I smiled. Okay, so I'm in a bad spot right now, but I'm going to smile. All right, today I'm going with Joe Burrow. Crazy work, right? Me and Rell both on Joe Burrow. I'm going with Joe Burrow over 19 fantasy score, y'all. 19 fantasy score. Look, this is his first game at home since the injury, right? So I know Joe Burrow gonna want to turn up for his city. All right. And then last week we just saw Aaron Rodgers put up 25 fantasy points against this Ravens defense, 284 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Joe Burrow also put up 25 fantasy points against the Ravens in Baltimore with 261 passing yards and 2 TDs. All right. So I do believe Joe Burrow can get 20 fantasy points against this Ravens defense that has been struggling. All right, so I do love Joe Burrow over 19 fantasy score. For those of y'all that don't have prize picks, y'all have Fliff or whatever, do the over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Okay, I love him to get 2 passing touchdowns against the Ravens. Whether it goes either way, whether the Bengals is clicking on all cylinders or like Rell said, they got to play catch up the whole entire day because the Ravens can flip a switch or whatever, right? He has to throw the ball into the end zone twice, and T. Higgins should be able to play this week, so he'll have another option as well. So next up, we got George Kittle, over 50.5 receiving yards, y'all. I love this one. The last 4 weeks, he's been averaging 74 receiving yards and 6 catches. Okay, since he came back from injury, he was slow a little bit at first, and then Kyle Shanahan has gotten him back into the offense. All right, the Titans this year have allowed 675 yards to tight ends. All right, so I just need 50 yards for George Kittle. I love it. Smash the over. And then with the money line, we're going with the Bills. All right. A lot of y'all looking at me sideways. Don't they play the Patriots this week? Yes, they play the Patriots. Don't they play your guy Drizzy Drake May? Yes, they play my guy Drizzy Drake May. All right. But guess what? I don't care. All right, because the Patriots have won 10 straight games. What goes up must come down. They're not winning 11 straight games. All right, the Patriots also, we act like they just destroyed the Buffalo Bills the first time they played. No, the score was 23-20, and it was a field goal with 15 seconds left in the game. So it's a very tight game that the Patriots came away with. And then also, since 2022, Josh Allen is 13-1 in December. In the month of December, Josh Allen is 13-1. You know why? Because it's starting to get cold outside, which means it's starting to turn to playoff time. He wants to go on this stretch. Maybe, just maybe, try to get the division back. Probably not going to happen, but he want to be in the best position available, which is that 5th seed, probably going against the Steelers in the first round. So the Bills should definitely get this W against the Patriots. And let's go 9-0, boys. Let's go 9-0. All right. Now moving on.
Y'all confident 9-0? Y'all confident? I'm not liking your confidence. I'm not liking your enthusiasm.
I'm confident. I like that.
Real, you confident?
Hell yeah, I like it.
I love it. I'm confident. I'm confident in my picks. Are you confident in your picks?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good to go.
All right, man.
I'm good.
Let's finally get to 9-0 this year. Why not? We have 4 more weeks to get 9-0. Why not let it be this week?
Facts. Look, 2-1 be good for me.
Lord mercy, this guy here.
2-1 be good for me.
They finna like and sub and leave a comment down below, yo.